Okay, so I know it's been a while, but hi. Today we are going to try out. We're gonna like go back to kind of old school. Like I used to do tons of these videos. I stopped, but here we are. We're going back to like old school YouTube. Big fan. That's like, you know, when I started out, when it was big and whatever. So I haven't made a video like this in a while, but I got this product and I wanted to try it out. So I was like, you know what? Let me take 5 minutes, 20 minutes, however long, and film it. If you don't know me, I'm Allie. Hello, welcome, or welcome back if you've been here for a while. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything and a lot of try-ons. Those are like my favorite. But today we are going to be trying out this new, it's been out for like a little while now, but it's new to me. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. So I'm very excited to use this. I wanted to try it out. So I've been a fan of like tinted moisturizers lately, skin tints. I have not really used like full coverage foundation unless I'm like, I don't know, going out or want a little bit of extra coverage because I do have blemishes, I have imperfections. Unfortunately, I am a picker and I hate that, but I am. So I do have some spots that are healing. Any other fellow pickers, you know how hard it is, but we're working on it. Anyways, so yeah, I haven't really used foundation. I haven't really tried lots of different foundations. I've been sticking with my tried and true. I will leave that somewhere here if you want to take a look at my favorite full coverage foundation, but we're not talking about that today. We are talking about this Halo Glow Skin Tint by e.l.f. I actually got this, I believe, through a BoxyCharm. I still get BoxyCharm and Ipsy bag. I know. I don't know if this is going to be my right color. Looking over here, it does say for medium skin, there's 7, 8, and 9. 7 is medium worn, 8 is medium neutral, and 9 is medium cool. We'll take a look and see. Normally I go for like the warmer colors, so I do have a tan, although my face is still, you know, lighter than the rest of my skin, but I do have some color. Hopefully this will just like blend right in. But anyway, before we get started, I do want to give a little bit of info for you all, and I'm just gonna look on the e.l.f. website. I have not really looked into it, because I like to go in with first impressions with like a true first impression. It says Halo Glow Skin Tint SPF 50, so there is SPF in here. The active ingredient is zinc oxide, which I do like. I prefer mineral sunscreens. It says water resistant, 80 minutes, broad spectrum, SPF 50 sunscreen. So it says skin tint, light coverage, dewy finish. I have been a fan of the dewy finishes. It looks a little bit more natural. Set into dewy, I tend to prefer now. I know you can get it tons of other places. You can get it like Ulta, different drugstores, but I'm looking directly at the e.l.f. website just because. At a quick glance, it does rate a 4.1 on their website, but I try not to look at that. I don't want any skewed or, you know, whatever views. So it does look like there's a pretty decent color selection. What I'm looking at here, yes, it says 18 flexible shades, 6 shade families with 3 undertones each. It does have zinc oxide, it does have niacinamide, which helps brighten skin tone, and it has bisabolol, I don't know if I'm saying that. It says help soothe skin, which me as a picker will appreciate that, hopefully. It looks like they have cool, neutral, warm undertones, and fair, light, medium, tan, deep, and rich. So actually this might work for me because I do tend to run warm, sometimes neutral, and I am medium, light medium. Let's look quickly how to use. Since I've been using a lot of tinted moisturizers, I've been just applying liberally with like my fingers. What I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna put this on and I will try to see how it wears underneath other makeup like concealer, blush, etc. blah, blah, blah. Okay, it says shake well and start with a pea-sized amount. Apply skin tint using fingertips or Halo Glow angled silicone sponge. The shade will develop as it's blended into the skin. Build to your preferred coverage level. So it says it's buildable. It says to use either fingertips or their sponge. I don't have their sponge, but I do have sponges, so maybe I will. Let's do a side by side and see. I have this brand new sponge that actually my daughter got for me. She's so cute. Let me give you information on like price and stuff. On their website, how much do you go for? It goes for $18 on their website. I haven't looked at other stores, but Usually you can find it for a little bit less, I think, or like coupons, deals, whatever. And you get how much? 1 fluid ounce. Okay, so you get 1 full ounce for $18. Does sound pretty liquidy. I like that it's like a squeezy tube. Again, I have it in the shade 8 medium neutral. Oh, over here it says squeeze out 5 drops of tint, then apply using clean fingertips or a sponge. I'll try to get a little closer for you. Don't mind my little postpartum flyaways and all my blemishes. Okay, so let's put 5 drops. Whoa, that's pretty liquidy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so like the last few were drops. The first couple ones were more like some squirts, but okay, I think will actually be a good match. So actually, I applied it over here. It is pretty liquidy. It's not running down quickly though, so that's good. I'm gonna just like dot it all over my face. So, hello imperfections, just so you can see. I will show you the coverage. It does say it's light coverage though, so let's see. I'm gonna just put it on either side. Oh, I think the color match is good. It feels nice so far on the skin. I'm just like dotting it around. That did seem like a lot, so definitely start with like dots, not so much squirts like I did, but that's okay. Let's start on this side. I'm gonna use a damp sponge and okay. That's covering pretty well and it says light coverage. Let me come a little closer. So you still see the imperfections peeking through, but this is much better coverage than I was anticipating. So I am pleasantly surprised about that. And the color match is like perfect. Perfect color match, definitely dewy. I feel like the lighting is kind of enhancing it, but it's not like too much where you look wet, but it definitely is reflective, which as I've gotten older, I don't mind. Now, this side I'm gonna do just fingertips and see what blends out better. I feel like the sponge was easier to apply. I feel like the coverage is better with fingertips from what I'm seeing. However, I feel like it is much easier to blend out with a sponge. It almost feels like, not sticky, but I can feel it more on the side that I used my fingertips, which like makes sense, right? Because the sponge would probably absorb some of it. But, ooh, guys, this is really, really nice. I like it so far. I like it. Ooh, okay, that's really nice. It feels very lightweight. Let me come a little closer. Obviously these imperfections I think are also a little bit more intense than this side, but the coverage was, I think, better with my fingertips than the sponge, but I kind of like the feel of it with the sponge instead. So it looks really good. Now it did also mention that it's gonna oxidize, so I hope it doesn't look too dark, but right now I feel like it's blending perfectly. I love the finish of it. It's not too dewy. It's not too reflective. I hope it doesn't get too reflective at the end of the day, but we'll see. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna try it with the sponge just to see. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna again dot it all over, letting it go on my imperfections. I don't know, is anyone else a picker out there? Because it is hard, especially with like my skin tone too. I got some, skin of color, and if you pick, it takes forever to go away. It does say it's buildable. I did just add another layer. Didn't fully coverage. Again though, those imperfections are pretty intense right now, so I understand. Let me see if I do it with my fingertips. Let me get a little bit, and yeah, you get a little bit more coverage with your fingertips, but I'm preferring the sponge, which I do like, but I also like applying with my fingertips. But okay, yeah, it kind of like settles, I feel like, as it's on the skin. Try to lower the light a little bit to see if that'll give you a better picture. Definitely dewy, not too much. I normally don't set my face. I feel like if you're super oily, you might want to set your face, but it doesn't seem too bad where it looks like wet. But definitely there's some reflection there. Let me do the rest of my makeup real quick. I'm not gonna go crazy. What I do now, super fast. All right, I did like 3-minute makeup. So I did a concealer, a little bit of like a cream, bronzer, contour situation, blush, lip gloss, that's it. I had a little bit of mascara, eyebrows, and some shadow on already. But as far as face, everything went on really nicely and easily on top. Yeah, the cream contour is not super pigmented that I use. I should use like another one that's a little bit more pigmented, but it went on easily. It blended out nicely. The powder blush went really nicely on top. So far, it looks good. As a complete first impression, I really, really like it. It feels nice. Like I do feel it on my skin, but it doesn't feel heavy. Like it doesn't feel like a sunscreen. It doesn't feel like a foundation. If anything, it feels like a light coverage foundation. Like I do feel something on my skin, but not heavy. Like I feel like I can still breathe, which is nice. The makeup went beautifully on top of it. This does seem like something that I can use completely on its own when I want to just like even out my skin tone or just have a little bit of SPF on. But under makeup, it looks beautiful too. I was really, really impressed with the coverage because it actually gave better coverage than I was preparing myself for. I was anticipating it to not really cover anything, but I have some intense blemishes and the coverage is actually really, really nice. So I'm happy about that. So there you have it with a little bit of makeup on top. I don't know if you can really tell, but that looks good. I like it. If I feel like I need to do an update on top after this, I will. I will try my best to update you, but as just a first impression, highly, highly recommend. I am a huge fan, just right now off the bat. I feel like I've been seeing this here and there. I have not watched because I didn't want to skew my views in any direction, but I think you should try it. This is really nice. Also for reference, I do have like combo skin, more on the normal side lately. I will update you if I need to or if I can. But as of now, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint, love. Absolutely love. This might take the place of my current tinted moisturizer. So, ooh, exciting. Okay, awesome. I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me know if you've tried it, what you think about it, if you recommend any other ones. But as of now, highly recommend. Really, really like this. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this, please, if you want, give your video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. That way you get notified anytime I upload. Also, let me know what types of videos you'd like to see from me. If you want more try-ons, more first impressions, bringing back old school YouTube, or whatever it may be. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.